That has been a request that has come up to you. So the order of people is going to be how you signed up. So if you did not sign up, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to call people, and I'm going to try to call 3 people at a time. To facilitate this, the first 3 come up here and be ready to make your comment. So the first 3 that I have is I have Lloyd Case, Sky, and then I have Hannah, Hannah Drake? I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Honey Ali.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Department of Interior. Excuse me, do you want to sing Hawaii Pono E first before we start?
I know we all sing it one way, but our national anthem has 3 verses, not 1 verse and the chorus. For those that may not know the other 2, I have some copies if you wish to have it. Otherwise, we will sing. Of course, key of ski.
Did anybody bring a ukulele or guitar?
Again, my name is Lloyd Case, Native Hawaiian. I hope the things that I have to say will answer many of your questions. As far as the government, I believe all government should be restored so our people can make the decisions about the land and about the use of our lands and natural resources. And I also want to say that we don't want to be classified as Americans, Native Americans. Native Hawaiians is what we are. And I also want to see a delegate from the Hawaiian Kingdom represent us on the United Nations. That is the first step. The rest of the world is watching what's happening here today. Because the United States is supposed to be a land of freedom and justice for all. So let us see that. Reinstate our government, what is rightly ours as a people, so we can continue to live as our ancestors did, in total harmony with the land. You know, I only get 2 minutes. I wanted to say a lot, but I hope that I made myself perfectly clear. Thank you.
Mahalo for coming. You all sitting there are lightning rods. Unfortunately, that's where the lightning would strike. My name is Steve Kwiatkowski. Despite the fact that I am an American by default, I'm a proud American. I have served this country both in a civic and a military way. I'm a Vietnam veteran, 2 combat tours, 2 Purple Hearts. I bled for this country, but I'm Hawaiian first. We as Hawaiians should not have to be recognized by anybody. We know who we are. We should be having talks, as you pointed out, with the Department of the Interior. No, with the Department of State. Nation to nation. Just setting up a nation doesn't mean we have accomplished anything unless we are free from being under the thumb of the Department of the Interior. We Hawaiians are not a tribe, we are a people. Hawaiians differ in the past to the reestablishment of the kingdom, but let us do it by ourselves without interference. Lastly, before any substantive talks can take place, the apology resolution signed by President Clinton doesn't go far enough because it does not address the illegal procedures which brought about this illegal annexation. So all the lands that have been brought into the sphere of the United States influence in 1898 have been given back their sovereign rights and their countries, all except one, Hawaii. Too many uninformed people think this is about money. It's not about money. It's about our lands, our sovereignty. Walawa mako kapohaku, kaai kamahaku o kaina mahalo.
Luna Kanawai. Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Luna Kanawai, Elena, Maggie, and is it Alea Mahi? I am sorry if I'm pronouncing everybody's name wrong.
Stiano Kwana. Day 95, sorry. Hello, Kago, Lawana. Luna Kanawai, Hawaiian going on. My mom is Kinilau, or Waimea, and Kapu Kapu, or Kawai Uka. My father is Hawaiian from Kalapana. And my grandpa, Kilikana Kaole, from Kapapala Kau. I grew up in Hilo, Lanakila housing. And when I graduated, oh, surprise. I went into the military and I learned how to kill people. I came home and I started working with the Kona sheriffs and I executed court orders like bench warrants, repos, evictions, and arrests, and most of them was Hawaiians. I took a different turn after 7 years, and I started to do take the probations, take the community service, and the at-risk youths, and we took them down to my father's place down Ho'ona, located at oceanfront Kolo International Airport. My father is a lena kamakakama kayo keko lahapabi mo makahi. And he would teach me two things. He said, even though our president is up there in the United States and he's not doing what we feel that he should be doing, we gotta love him anyway. Even though any of you guys that represent the United States, you guys doing what you guys doing, you don't think you're doing like what would benefit us, we still gotta love you guys. It's not about staying inside these papers, but I know that they don't come in. I'm begging.
I appreciate that. I have now Alenda, Maggie Mahi, and is it Akama? Maggie Mahi, and is it Alechma? Ekalamai.
My father will testify.
Okay, he's going to be there.
Aloha. Thank you for coming, and thank you all for coming. My name is Maggie Connor. I am not Cocoa blood, but I do call Waimea home. I call Hawaii home. And this is tough for me because it's very emotional subject, obviously, but I want to speak for my family, Hanai, and my teacher, Nakun, both of whom have passed. And he told me what Hawaii has to teach the world is a lot. And so that's why I stand with the Hawaiians. And to see a Hawaiian nation on this earth again rise to its exalted stature amongst nations, I believe it's what Hawaii is here to do. And just thank you all for teaching me and sharing your aloha with me and all the world.
Is it Akamahi? And then I have Gail Perez, Nalani Mason, Maxine, and Lahi Lahi. Lahi Lahi.
Don't come on 2 minutes until I stop. I want to finish my statement. My name is Gail Kule Baker Miamor Perez. I am Pili Hanau Kanakamaoli, and not American. I will read my statement for the record. I just was crying so much. After the January 1893 legal withdrawal, Richardson became Hawaii local delegate of the anti-annexation organization, Hui Hawaii Aloha Island, in February of 1897. He was sent by that organization along with James Kalia, David Kalani, and William Hall to Washington as royal commissioners to present anti-annexation petitions to the U.S. Congress and preserve and maintain by all legal and peaceful means and measures the independent autonomy of the islands of Hawaii. I am here to represent my ohana and to be the voice of the past of my ancestors who are at my back as I speak, and I, Tutukani, David Kalani. I am motivated by the past. I and others did do our homework. My Kani and I have been in genealogical research for over 25 years. I have learned how remarkable our ancestors were, and they live on through us every day when we speak their names. I am proud of our ancestors, and it is my heart's pleasure to stand as they stood for our beloved nation, no matter what the obstacles may be. I'm here to say a'ole or no to all of your questions. Our beloved Queen Liliuokalani set a foundation under the law of the nations for our people. And I want to say to you that she prepared the way for us to reinstate and continue to live independently in our Hawaiian kingdom. However we work it out, it is our kuleana, and your understanding of all the hurt and distrust would be appreciated. Someone said, we are the people of aloha. I say, do not make mistake. Do not mistake aloha for weakness. We are fully capable of carrying out leadership roles under our kanawai laws and terms. We may have disagreements, but one thing is sure, I and my ohana want to remain what we are, sovereign, independent nation, not a tribe or a nation within a nation. In 1999, the law for Hawaiian government was reinstated. I recognize that clearly. So you have something real to deal with. Not a nation within a nation, not a matrix state that is the dark shadow over us now and has never done right by us, the Kanaka Maoli, and all who have respect of Hawaiian name. I look forward to the day when my mopuna learn in all schools hear proper and truthful history of their beloved Hawaiian kingdom and its leaders, and the lies will end, and that Hawaii was not annexed, and they will never again be told to get over it. This is what my mopuna was told by their ignorant teachers, and never again be reprimanded for the pledging allegiance to the American flag, for not pledging allegiance to the American flag, because they are taught the truth by their kupuna.
Aloha kakahiaka. To the panelists, and we want to welcome you to Waikoloa. Here isn't only Waimea o Kamawela, as we all know it to be at the post office. My inoa is Noilani, Barcelona Mason. My kupunas, or my genealogy research for the record, I've done 35 years of Mo'oku Auhau research. For many of us is to say that ua mau ki ea o ka aina ki a kua. And for the aina, we are continue to be stewards here. Today, all of you that come from Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, many of us understand that the District of Columbia makes us alien. Are we, but in fact, alien thwart, and whether we derivatively are called Hawaiians, Kanaka Maoli. I remember as a researcher learning the word from Tutu Pukui, she always mentioned Kanaka Maoli. Hawaiian nationals, yes, we are recognized to be such because now there's jurisdiction. So here the panelists this is a proper venue for jurisdiction, and by the way, it is going to be a'ole no for all the queries, all the questions that has been written, and my ka'iloa for all your presence, because right now I'm acting like a so-called tourist at one of these wonderful breakfast places that I would want all of you to come, because it's really my ka'i. And pau means mahalo kia kua amama amen.
And to Maxine, I have lahi, and I'm sorry, the people outside, and I know we have an overflowing crowd outside, so if you know anybody outside there, I have lahi, Pomaika Brown, and Ron Dela Cruz.
Aloha, my name is Maxine Kahawililio, the man who fell off the horse. That's what my name is. I kind of want to, I'm going fast. I just want to read the document you wrote here. It's from 1778, and it was the relationship between the United States and the Native Hawaiians. This is 1978, and it says here, The Native Hawaiian people lived in highly organized, self-sufficient, subsistence social. They were culturally, they were smart. That's what it said there in 1778. We are not dumb. They say here, go print it out. This is what they're smart. They're farmers. They're workers. They're planters. We are what we are. So the questions that has been prepared, 1 minute, you're what's wrong? That questions that you folks have on the paper, I don't know who wrote it, but ole, not good, not good, not good. Okay, the other thing is, the Department of Interior is the oversight for the Department of Hawaiian Homes. That screwed us, right? It screwed us. Every time we want land, we wait 40 years. We wait 40 years because the Department of Interior, you should turn the thing upside down. It makes us wait, and then half of our people are dead. We're dead. And then too, let me tell you what happens to the Department of Interior. Calamine, I know you gotta take it to the president or whoever, but they divided us. They divided us. Some get plenty, some no more. Some get this, we no more. I have been a product of, oh God, I'm empowering. Okay, I've been a product of testimony last year at the Department of Hawaiian Homes. I had to fight for 5 acres so my horses can live. Yeah, Uncle Lloyd? We get pigs, we get horses. But okay, I know I'm proud. Last conclusion. I have a CD. I wish I had all forgive you guys. This states that one of our officials, this is his testimony saying, hey developers, what would you like with 184,000 acres of the Hawaiian trust land to be developed? Here it is. I wish I had all I could have given you. That's what he said. And that's your governor. Here it is. It was given to me by a precious man, a precious Hawaiian Kanaka Maoli. 184 acres. Mahalo.
And Ron Delecruz. And remember, you can always supplement your comments in writing.
Aloha. Lahi lahi. Ko'inoa. I got almost right to next year. But you know, everybody that came up earlier, they said what it is. I mean, I don't gotta say much. 3 minutes is good enough. All I know is I remember when I was in the 6th grade at Makaha Elementary School and I got paddled by the teacher for speaking Hawaiian. And, you know, it wasn't a no choice of ours that we have to speak English and, you know, we're losing our lands now. We hardly get any. And this is something we need to address because we as Hawaiians, this is ours. It's not you guys, it's not everybody else, it's ours. And the thing is we don't have any access. Look, this morning, my mo'opuna got scared because of the bombing. You know, the house would shake the bombing. Why? We don't bother nobody. You know, so give us back what belongs to us. And that's Hawaii. You know? My mama helped, according to Senator Illinois, got Kaho'olawe back. Why can't we stop the bombing up here? Huh? We got the whole island back. Why can't we get Kauai back? So, really, you guys gotta give us back our lives. We are Hawaiian people, are Hawaii. And this is what you need to take to the president and tell him that they don't own us. We own ourselves. And our children own whatever we leave behind for them.